Oh, well, programmed under computers there. I'm almost afraid to ask. I don't use the computers. They literally try to tell us to go to the physical library and use their computers because the library has an easier access to some fucking portal that they can use because the school has access to a bunch of shit. And I would rather take the slower online portal to try to get the same information if I want to use that feature. I don't use their computers. Hatred growing. That's what I'm saying. Like, but here's the thing. He was a programming teacher and head of IT. I don't understand. Why did you make a millstone?
Beautiful.
Mr. Mantium, you're a goofy bastard. This is a millstone.
This one. There we go, yes. The Union of Neutralization. A limestone millstone. We were just talking about unions. A large grinding stone used in a mill to produce flour, sugar, and dyes, much faster than a quern. It is too large to be operated by hand and must be powered for operation. This is the limestone millstone. All craft workmanship is of the highest quality. Limestone millstone, limestone millstone. It sounds funny. It is encrusted with oval mica calicons and encircled with bands of turkey leather. This object menaces with spikes of limestone, mica, and groundhog bone.
I do think, though, that name is a bit on the nose because a grindstone is powered by a machine, but the purpose of it is to be on a hard stone and grind it so it comes together with it, almost in a union with another stone to crush something into oblivion. And the jackass call it the Union of Neutralization. All right, then. Best union grindstone. Got to get your nose right next to it to smell the bullshit used to cut it. It was, like I said, it was weird. And unlike my rants, where like if someone says a topic, I'll rant about that topic, and then like I might do a related topic, and then a related and a related, and eventually I'm in the weeds. Like I'll rant to a rant to a rant to a rant. This dude would just go from nothing to full 100. Like this dude did not have acceleration. Elon Musk wants to hire his brain to make a new electrical engine out of it, just so he can have a better 0 to 60 time for how fast he went from 0 to 100. He would have one slide and be like, yes, a for loop is a loop that continues until the condition is no longer met. The internet, of course, created Trump, as we all know, and anyone who is for Trump, like, he would literally just fucking, he was gone. He was in the weeds, just fucking nothing. And I would almost think like maybe he was losing it, but he had slides for it, which means he planned it and thought it out. Like it wasn't like he just fucking went crazy, like he was going senile or something up on the freaking in front of the screen. He literally had slides for it, which means he had time to think it through, plan out what he was going to say, and this is what he went with. Like he looked at that slide and was like, yeah, this is fucking coherent. This is how I'll bring in the students. He was fucking, oh my God. What was that alert for? The merchants will be leaving soon. Bone, let's do crafts. His rants were planned. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remember, I just read you a slide. When I read those words talking about how the internet caused Trump, that was from a slide of his. So they were planned. I don't know how well I'm going to get this to show up on camera because I'm trying to record a phone screen. But come on, focus, camera, focus. Do you see the words a little bit? Like, this is a picture I took. Like, he's in front of his fucking slide. If I go straight, it's going to be too bright and you can't see it. That's why it's tilted. But see, there's words. Like, this is a slide he made. He planned these rants out. That's what I'm saying. That's why none of it made sense. He wasn't just getting lost and rambling. He literally planned it 0 to 100. He would just fucking be in the weeds. No, I didn't retreat the floor grate, but I did build the wall. and I'm just going to leave it walled off. You sure it's a phone that's tilted? If you're going to be crazy, the perfect time to unleash is on people who can't leave the room. Especially when you need to be there for a grade. But no, he was fucking weird. We weren't allowed to have electronics. I want you to think about this. We're in a programming class, and we were not allowed to have electronics. We weren't allowed phones. We weren't allowed laptops. We weren't allowed recording devices. We had to do everything with pen and paper. I thought by the end of it, when we had to start doing like graphical programming using Python, we would be allowed electronics. Boy, was I wrong. You could just do everything off of pure theory. I swear to God, it was like Professor Crazy Pants from Harry Potter. Like, why would we need to do spells? Theory is all you need to do for defense against the dark arts, like the internet. No, we did everything on pencil and paper because he said it's been proven that people learn more if they write down the notes and don't type it into a computer. But, and this is my counter, those classes that applies to aren't programming, and it's also proven that practical always beats theory. So we had to sit there when he did these rants and these slides trying to take notes on paper, but then when we had the quiz at the end of the week, it'd be like, write me a function, define a function for me that inputs these 3 variables, converts them to this, does that to it and adds 2, and it has to return the variable using this name. Like, we then have to handwrite the code on his paper. But this makes no sense for Python. Like, maybe I would understand for Java or something kind of, where you don't know while you're programming that it doesn't work. But when you're programming Python, you kind of know practically immediately that you've just done something wrong, because as soon as you hit, like, you just hit like 2 keys and it runs it, whatever you typed in, and it either does or does not work. But he wanted us to do it on paper, so which meant we had to have it all memorized, because it's not like Python fucking does half the shit for you. Now, we had to do it all manually. I learned better. I tried to improve my handwriting for a decade. Nothing helps. Yeah. No. Everything you're saying right now. Like, someone either half-asked that question and he shot him down, or someone basically directly asked the question and he shot them down. His thing for the handwriting was... I'm kind of going to have paraphrase because it was like the first class of the semester. So what I'm going to say is not a direct quote. So if it sounds overly stupid, he might not have actually said it the way I'm saying it. But his thing for if you can't read your handwriting was essentially along the lines of you're yanking his chain because you wrote it, ergo you can read it. Something along the lines, like he said it in like 4 or 5 sentences, but that's kind of what it boiled down to. Was well, then you need to put more effort in reading it because you wrote it, so your brain knows what you wrote. The process of writing it down makes your brain remember it more. So even if you can't read what you wrote, then when you look at it, even though you can't read it, your brain remembers that you wrote it. So you studying something you can't read will tap into the brain or some fucking crap, and your brain will know it even if you don't. Like I said, he didn't say it as rambly and stupid as that, but that's the gist. That was the fucking gist, was even if you can't directly read it, you can read it. Like if you say you can't, you can't, but if you say you can, you can. That's kind of what it was. It was along the lines of, well, you're not writing it to read it. You're writing it so that you have, like, you're using the physical part of your brain to take the notes, which means you'll remember it better. That's kind of what it came down to. Like I said, he did it weird. I'm getting angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier. Do you want Trumps? Because that's how you get Trumps. No, that's what the internet does. It's the internet that does that. Down with the internet. Like I said, somebody did ask something like, this is fucking gibberish. This is supposed to have been a carpenter's on another crafts dwarf. Build workshop carpenters. That's not fair. That shouldn't count. That's not one of my rants. I'm reciting to you someone else's rant. While people's brains work exactly the same is what he's guilty of thinking. But no, he read it in an article once. He linked the article. And like I said, the article was basically, there was people in an English class. They evaluated people in an English class or some crap or social studies. And it turns out that they remember better when they write down shit than typing it in. It's easier to remember. I think I got a link to his fucking class notes on my computer still. Like I said, I'll try to bring up one of his things so I can show you what his notes look like. Like some of them are just like, they were just raw presented notes. But like he didn't even link well. It looked bland. It was awful. It was awful nonsense. All right, I'm scrolling down a bit because I'm not trying to like legit blast this man's personal name because he put his name on it. If I rotate it, you can see it. That's literally it. This is the web page he programmed. It's just a series of words. And each one of those is purple or blue because they're all links that just bring you to a different page. That's all they are. So hold on. Answers to weekly quizzes. Let's go with quiz 9. I'm trying to find one of his like programming ones. Sometimes he gave you like simple questions. I'm not saying he was always fucking absurd programming ones that you needed to know, even though that's not how Python works. Watch now, I'm not going to find any of these questions. It's going to make me look like a jackass. There you go. So, remember, everything is on pen and paper. No computers. You didn't take notes on computers. You're answering this on pen and paper. Question 10. This was like week 7 or 6, whatever. Using data hiding, write the constructor for the car class with the attributes manufacturer, model, year, and color. The answer was def __ init __ open parentheses self comma manufacturer comma model comma year comma color close parentheses colon self dot __ manufacturer equals manufacturer self dot __ model equals model self dot __ year equals year self dot __ color equals color. Now, admittedly, if you know Python, that's not complicated. I'm not saying that's complicated. That was the first example I found of one of these types of situations where, okay, but no, you're not doing this on paper. It's not freaking Java. You don't need to have the entire thing perfected. There's no way, like if you didn't remember to do an underscore for one of them, that you would be a worse programmer. Because Python the interpreter would immediately be like, you have an issue on this line. I don't know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? Real programmers don't use Google. No. Yeah. He called that out on one day too. He legit called that out one day. His statement was along the lines of, for some of the homework, it was clear that people had gotten assistance from the internet, is the way he worded it. So people use Google, and he warned us against against using Google, because just because we find something on Google and we put it into our code and it works doesn't mean we know how the code works. So we're not really doing programming at that point. So yeah, he was. Real programmers don't use Google, because if you use Google, you don't know anything.
Also, we need the
evil voice.
This one, we need to be slightly more evil. There we go. The Hill Titan Lolum. Oh fuck! I have to fight this one. It's a Hill Titan. The Hill Titan Lolum Aaron Zatul Fikuth Imuth has come. A huge hairy earthworm. It has thin wings of stretched skin, and it has a regal berry. How does it have a fucking regal bear? Its mint green hair is long and shaggy. Beware its fire.
How does a worm have regal bearing? Who looks at a worm and goes, that's some kingly shit right there? I don't think, no, he loves the written word. He wants you to write everything. But yeah, no, it was weird. I think by the end of it, no one was really paying attention to him. Like, I legit don't think people were paying attention to him. All right, let's hope we can pull off another kill. Of Inverness rise. Oh, fuck, duh, he has wings. He just flew. We're gonna have issues. Why does he keep going up? Oh, this is gonna be a problem. He's gonna fly right into the middle of the base. Yep. There goes our turkey farm. I didn't have doors. I never installed doors. All right, here's a thought. Pin pasture. I'm turning off all the turkeys. I think this means they'll just run away. Oh, he just shot a fireball. This is fantastic. Everything happening right now is fantastic. Well, we've lost 2 hunters so far. Where is he in this nonsense? He's been wounded. He's taken wounds. So he's not coming out of this unscathed. He is getting fucked up a bit. I'm gonna wait for this to be over to read the combat log, see what was actual legit. Oh, and again, I'm gonna use this opportunity to point out, constructions don't burn. The fire is not spreading through my walls, even though they're wooden, and they're not spreading across the wooden bridges I built. Though they're not bridges, they're just bridges I made out of floor tiles. He seems to not be fighting anymore. Like his mouth healed somehow. I can't tell what's going on in there. We still have military dwarves, so the fight continues. He could have hopped on any triangle and this wouldn't have been that bad. But he had to hop to the triangle that has all the animals and grass. Well, there goes my fire. There goes my farms, my ranch. If the animals stay in the wooded area, if they stay on this floor, they'll be fine. Oh, I kind of see for a second what's going on. Come on, kill him. Kill him, you bastards. Oh, by the way, who's dead so far? Anyone named? No one that we know. Mostly animals. About to say, I hear combat again. Someone's getting some hits in. Nah, I have faith. Have a good night. Oh, the fucking Rangers finally show up. Yes. Legitly, not sarcastically, just shoot bolts blindly into that smoke. I don't care if you hit anyone. Just fire. Oh, I think he's dead. I think we won. That wasn't that bad. All right, let's see who did him in. What? What hurt him? The end of all of this is the Hill Titan beating up a child. I don't understand what hurt him.
The Hill Titan pushes the Dwarven child in the right upper leg, bruising the muscle through the extremely damaged alpaca wool coat. The force twists the right hip, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been torn and a tendon was torn. The Hill Titan proceeded to keep pushing the baby. The baby has trouble breathing. The Hill Titan kept pushing and pushing the baby and pushing and pushing the baby. And the Hill Titan pushed the baby some more, and then the Hill Titan fell over. That's literally the end of the comments. The Hill Titan pushed the baby over, pushed the baby, and then the Hill Titan just fell over, and then I suppose died.
And have I gained the skills? Accidental recitation of the baby. Like, someone get a hit on him? Like, literally, we're, what, 2 pages back now, and he's just fighting a baby. Dwarven child, dwarven child, dwarven child. Who attacked him? I'm going to say these bolts did. Must have been death by 1,000 paper cuts again. The flying alpaca bone bolt
strikes the Hill Titan in the body, tearing the skin. That's got to be it. It's literally got to be the bolts. It's the only damage I see.
I don't see anyone else even hitting him. He kept burning everyone and pushing them over, so I guess they just shot him with plenty of bolts until he couldn't fly, and they shot him until he bled out. Right wing, left wing, left wing. I like how they shot for the wings first. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're right. Let's see if I can find credit for who got the kill. I'm just kind of confused. All right, we are going to collapse all to open up the hunters first. Under military, so I did this wrong. Collapse all hunters. See if a hunter got credit for the kill. Nope, that's just hunting. No hunter got the kill. If it's a blank square, it's no kills. So no one there, no one there, no one there. I don't know what the fuck killed it. No one got credit for the kill. Expand all. Okay, how about this? I'm going to say expand all, nothing, and then sort by kills. And then go to whoever has 0 and go up from there. 1 dingo. This guy killed a dwarf. Kangaroo. 2 kangaroos. 2 kangaroos and a skunk. 4 goblins. 2 skunks, a groundhog, and a kangaroo. 3 groundhogs. 3 groundhogs. No one killed him. He pushed a baby until he died. The act of pushing a baby fucking obliterated him. He died from pushing a baby. Nobody puts baby in a corner. A hunter. This is the hunter that kept shooting him. Shot him. Shot him with a bolt. That's alarming. Chef Boyardee, well, he died, I think, at some point. Holler, 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 holler. Survivalist. Alpaca is fighting. Did the alpaca kill him? No, he punched the alpaca and the alpaca exploded. The alpacas...
The stray alpaca's left rear leg skids along the ground, bruising the muscle. The right rear leg skids along the ground, bruising the muscle. The lower body skids along the ground, bruising the muscle. Right rear leg skids along the ground, bruising the muscle. Right front leg skids along the ground, bruising the muscle.
He literally just kept punching people, I guess, at some point. This hunter, he shot him with a shit ton of bolts. It's got to be bolts, but none of the bolts look like they hit anything. Nothing says did an organ. I guess it's a worm. You know, that is true. It's a worm. I don't know what counts as a major injury. Maybe the bolts hitting the wing is like hitting a heart. Maybe that's the critical thing. It was a worm. Its 3 body parts listed were wing, wing, and body. Like I said, I don't think anyone named died. So that works in our favor. And we just gotta wait for the fire to go out. Don't worry, grazing animals. You can graze on what's left. Oh, that jackass got rid of my butcher shop. You son of a bitch. That's what really pisses me off. How dare you remove my butcher shop? Oh, this is true. How many fucking turkeys do I have? That asshole literally came in to do nothing but kill all my turkeys. All the babies and all the children. This is why we're in the age of myth. Assholes like him come to kill our turkeys. I did this wrong, and he has a good chance of dying now. You are a miner, I believe? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you out of here by digging that square and this square. No, this square. That way you can at least get out. If he digs himself out, he'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. We don't have to worry about him anymore. I just have to basically wait for all these has gone missing alerts. And then we'll know who all died. All my turkeys and unnamed dwarves. All right, how long is this queue? Dear Lord, you have an hour-long queue and it's 11:40. Stop it. I'm turning viewer requests off. No more added to the queue. Wait, how did that say an hour? Hold on, I'm only showing... Oh, because I'm on page 2. Ah, okay. I'm going to take out a bunch of the... I don't want to ban it. I just want to remove it from the queue. I'm going to take out a bunch of the songs that are awesome rock musics to shorten up this queue a little bit. Yeah. He killed a bunch of my creatures. He's a dick. We lost the fish butcher. Uh-oh. Barbaderp's dead. Of course, that would be the named dwarf we lose. Barbaderp's dead. The happiest viewer is the one to die, of course. All right, how long is the queue now? 30 minutes. All right, we can have it be a little long and end on the suck song. All right, well, that was another one of those. I wonder why we're in the age of myth. Probably because these idiots come in and attack everything else. I am surprised my farms didn't burn. Like, the grass around them burned, but the farms themselves didn't. That's just kind of weird. Let me... Carpenter, I need caskets. So has everyone become a vampire yet? No, I haven't done that. We do need to do the 3D version, though. Because we have song requests going... Ah, fuck. I don't want to, like... You know what? I will. I'll be... We survived that. That is a good point to end on. You have a point. I will pause the music. This keeps the list, so this will be my starting list for next time. Which is kind of bad because I just removed a bunch of songs. No bonus answers, but that kid took hell of a pushing. We only have the 2 vampires, so I'm going to take this opportunity. Actually, let's continue the music while I get the one program to work. All right, I saved the program, right? Sometimes Armok causes crashes. I got the mic way too close again. If I talk like this, can you hear me? Oh. All right. We're going to give it a second because I don't know what's going to try to load in the background. Sometimes it does things that aren't appropriate. I think we're good. You appear to be running an outdated version of Remote Fortress Reader plugin. Well, that's not my fault. Yes? Are we good? I think we're good. I'm only just slightly paranoid because sometimes a program fucking goes bonkers and just starts listing your entire C drive. That is not something I need happening right now. Uh-oh. I think we're good. I think it's trying to pretend like it's going to do something. Like, I'm not playing the game in this, you jackass. Why can't I move it? Shouldn't I be able to move? I'm not doing a Dwarf Fortress screen. I want to move. Why have you forsaken me? The time buttons work. Is caps lock on? Is it because I was zoomed out? Why physically can I... Okay, I can go up and down now. Why can't I move? W. S. Apparently I'm using arrow keys to do this. Fine. Fuck it. I don't care. C is change camera? Nope, don't hit C. C is the wrong thing to hit. Shouldn't let it update. It was the right one. Oh. Okay, I don't know what's going on with what it thinks the plugin's doing, but it's not going to let me do the walk around mode. That's what I'm trying to get to, and it's not letting me. So, our base of start is over here in this little square area. This is where the core of the base currently is, and I'm having to do this off of pure keyboard because it's not loading this right. There we go. This is just a starting area. There's not much in it. We have apparently birds. I didn't know we had birds or statues. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's birds somewhere in there. It's good to know. We have birds. Cool. But when you leave that, they can go in through this diagonal path, this magical door that doesn't exist, and they get into the central square, the central area. When they get in, this is where it's just general storage. If we go down a Z level, and by down a Z level I mean 90 billion Z levels. If we go down a Z, God, I hate having to do the arrow keys. If we go down a Z level, we have everyone's beds, rooms, and it looks nice and neat, and it is of course still a triangle. Unfortunately, we don't have much in terms of 3 dimensions built into it yet. I think some of these have a secondary Z level. They do. And inside, we have punctured the Z levels. We have gone through the aquifer, as annoying as it was. All these woods look really, really dumb. But we can see all the blue, watery, wet dirt. And this goes all the way down to where we hit that one. I forgot I was digging up here to find metal. I guess I didn't find any. It's where I built the wall. This is why we're not worried about the floor grate. And then the stupid me built this grate on the floor, on top of a solid floor, to stop enemies from coming in from the tunnels. I think I see a flaw in my design. I don't think this is going to work. all the animes would be revealed. Oh, that looks cool. It looks like a bunch of random planks. Yeah, it really does look goofy. So we have the cavern layers, and we flooded it a bit, so there's a bunch of mud down here. That's kind of what it's trying to represent. We flooded it for a while, and there clearly is a bunch of underground mushroom trees growing down here. We haven't revealed much, so this... Oh, wait. Does this show us more than we know? No, I think it just stops. Yeah, we haven't revealed too much in terms of this cavern layer, unfortunately. Though, are those trees or just really weird outcroppings on the water? I think those are just really weird outcroppings. There is a forgotten beast down here somewhere, but we don't mess with him and he don't mess with us. But if nothing else right now, basically the core point of everything we've done thus far. Yes, in the game, all the wood looks like one color. Our mock vision shows that it's different colors, so it looks awful. But later on, we're going to be replacing it with stone and metal. So it should, at some point, look homogeneous with the colors. But at the very least, we do have the shape. You know what I'm saying? It does look nice and semi-perfect, ignoring all the stupid shades on it, because the game shows it all as one wood and our mock vision shows it all as different woods. Because we're so fancy in our mock vision, we're going to show the different woods. I've never seen Armok Vision. You can technically play the game from this, but the problem is Armok Vision is constantly interrupting the game to get information. So anything like when it saves, you run the risk of the game crashing. If I hit, what is it, tilde? Tilde. F1, F2. I don't want the screen in front of me anymore. There we go. You could physically look at the... So I don't have keys while that's up. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm trying to talk about. It's slightly annoying. Let's say I have... this. So the game screen happens, and my keys now interact with the game. But you notice how this screen is blank, but that's because what I'm supposed to be interacting with is down here. So if I hit U for unit, I'm in the unit menu. But if I hit V, supposedly I have a cursor somewhere down here that I just cannot follow. I don't know where the cursor is. But there's supposed to be a way to keep track of shit. But this isn't following that directly. Unless, no wait, I have an idea of how to fix this. Like, you can play the game with this. It just takes a lot. Follow the Dwarf Fortress screen. F. F. Tilde. Nope. Oh, wait. It sometimes updates. Like I said, there's a way to make it work. It's just slightly buggy. It needs a lot of effort. So you just tend to not use it. Also, you can zoom in the game, but not the back screen. I'm gigantic. So it's kind of weird. But if nothing else, it is a good visualizer so you can see what you're doing. That's what I tend to use it as. There is normally an option when you hit C to be able to walk around. Like gravity should take effect and it should drop me so I can walk. But it's not giving me those keys right now. I think it's because I just had an update. I think it's like slightly glitched. So we have a bit of an issue going on, unfortunately. So I can't do the thing where we actually walk up and down the stairs or float around and do things. But if nothing else, we can see what I've done, and what we have done is amazing. And also we can see where the trees are. We've killed a lot of trees on this map. I hope the elves don't want us to not kill more trees, because I'm definitely going to kill more trees. Oh, and you can see where the edge of the map, this is technically useful. You can see on the edge of the map where you come off the edge. So if you were really trying to track down where there's an issue, it actually shows you where you've hit the edge of the map. So you can see exactly what Z level you're looking for. Kill all the trees. And like I said, it's pretty amazing. This looks slightly stupid now because of the different colors, but we can see the shape. We have faith. We have faith in the shape. And we can see the triangles in triangles. Even though right now they look slightly goofy. This ramp and this ladder are going to be moved to the middle of the room here. In the middle of this null space. This is where they're going to be replaced. This up top, ooh, work with me, game. This is going to be the tavern. This is going to be the library. This is going to be the temple when it's all set up. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the central area. It's probably just going to be food storage. And then what am I going to do with the sea level below? I don't know yet. But then after this, we can start building up. Oh, and we have to fix the farms for next stream too. As annoying as that's going to be. Because we had to get attacked. Super Sad Panda followed. Thank you so much, Super Sad Panda. Weeb time. Yes. Yes, weeb time is upon us. Super Sad Panda, thank you so much for following. Though I must point out, not to chase you off, but the next season of anime is coming up, and my viewers are wanting me to read the new anime description so we can all laugh and make fun of it. If you wish to be here for that, stick around. If you do not wish to, I always do Dwarf Fortress from 4 to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and I'm going to stream more regularly in the middle of the week as I have a month off from school. The schedule you see right now talking about Thursdays is slightly wrong. Yes, thank you so much for the follow. Question, yes, you're free to ask questions. I just didn't want you to think I was about to continue doing the game and then I leave, and that would be a jackass move of mine. 4 to 8, don't you mean 4 to 12? Did I say 4 to 8? Yes, I meant 4 to 12. I don't know why I said 4 to 8. Is it laughing with or laughing at? Who said laughing? Kind of both. It depends on the anime. Some of it is laughing at English and get goofy ideas. Some of them are laughing with how awesome something sounds, and we all know we're fucking weebs.